starting the day off at the gym. And yeah, it's way too early, dude. Alright, good morning, guys. As you can see, I had to start my day off in the gym this morning. Pretty much every day I get to the gym in the morning. I try to walk a little bit during the day also to keep in shape. And so got on that freaking treadmill this morning and got a good 45-minute workout. And now I want to talk to you guys a little bit about batteries on your cars. So as you all know, a lot of you probably have cars that you drive every day, daily drivers, and you don't really have to worry too much about keeping the battery charged. However, if you do have a vehicle or two that you don't drive every day, and especially the BMWs, they tend to drain the battery for absolutely no reason. So haven't quite figured out why that is. It's just the way it is. If you leave this 335i sitting for a week, it will be the battery will be weak when you start it up. So how do we keep our batteries charged, guys? So there's a lot of options out there for keeping the battery charged. I definitely recommend a trickle charger. And one of the best ones available is, in my opinion, the battery tender. So this is the battery tender right here. So I don't know if you can see this very well, but basically what's going on here is this battery tender will plug into your wall outlet, and then it has a variety of options for connecting to the vehicle. One of the options is this pigtail cable, which you can permanently wire to your battery. And that makes it good so you can just plug it in and unplug it whenever you want. And the great thing about it is the other end of this thing has this quick connector. It has a cover on it right now, but get that off of there. You can see right here it has this positive negative where you can't reverse them. There's no way to plug this in incorrectly. So the great part is also it's got built-in circuitry. You can see it charging right there in the background. It's got built-in circuitry to prevent sparks and shorts. So let's take a look at this right now. I'm going to flip this camera around first, and then I'll let you take a look at this Battery Tender Junior. Things you can get with a battery tender. That's Battery Tender Junior. Basically what that means is the amperage of the output of the battery tender. And if generally for most vehicles you can get a Junior, and they are incredibly cheap. I think I paid $27 on Amazon. They're quite a bit higher at Pep Boys, like $20 more. So I recommend getting them from Amazon. Now check it out. So the Battery Tender Junior is plugged in there to my garage outlet, and you can see the cord running here. Now right here is the connector that I was telling you about. It's a quick connector, so I could just unplug it anytime I want and put the little cap back on. Each side has a cap, as you can see right here. Just put the little caps back on. If you have the pigtail connected to the battery, what I like to do, and I'll show you that here in the BMW, is I like to zip tie the connector out of the way. So if you can see right here, I don't have the permanent connector here on the front of the BMW because these are the charging posts for the BMW, so I didn't do it that way on this one. However, if you want to do it permanently on the Beamer, you would do it in the trunk with the circle pigtail connectors. So what I was going to tell you is that the cable just literally is zip tied here, and I leave it just like this, and I leave it covered right here. When I want to charge the battery, I lift the hood, plug it in, lower the hood all the way, except I don't click it. When I'm not using the battery tender, I simply disconnect these two and kind of tuck them neatly away down in there. Now here's the interesting thing about the SL65. So the SL65 actually has two batteries. It has a front battery here. Now this battery is only used for starting, nothing else in the whole car. So it not only does it not need a lot of charging, it doesn't use much juice at all, and it charges very quickly. Now the battery tender has only been on it for 10 minutes and it's already That flashing light means that the battery, I believe, is over 50%. It might be 75, I can't remember. But when it turns solid green, that means the battery is charged. So that's the front battery on the SL65. Now, the SL65 also has a rear battery in the trunk. This battery is called a consumer battery, and it does everything else in the vehicle. And as you can see here, until I get power set up permanently, there's actually an outlet over there that I want to get power run to. I had just literally have an extension cord run to the ground. And if you look right here, here is a fully charged battery. Now this has been on the battery tender for 3 or 4 days, so it's going to stay charged. So there's a good look at the SL65 there, the side of it. I'm going to talk about the window tint in another video. So battery tender, definitely something I recommend, and I would pick one up if I was you. Even if you do daily drive, it's a good idea to keep your battery topped off. That will prevent, if you ever do have any issues or it's really cold outside, it'll start right away. There's a good look at the mostly engine cover on the V12 twin turbo. Look at the guy who actually hand built the engine and signed it right there. So I'll be back to talk about window tint in the next video. So make sure you subscribe, please. I'm trying to get as many subscribers and views as possible, and check out my Instagram page. I'll put that in the link. Have a good one. Give me the thumbs up, please. I'm going to give you guys a quick little update before I edit this video together. So it's been 30 minutes and the front battery on the SL65, the starting battery, is now completely charged. Now this is not typical. The back battery took about a day to get fully charged, and the BMW battery, after you drive the car for a long period of time, will take about a day to get back up to full speed. Like and subscribe, please. Later, dude.